I just think we gonna be too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Bears win by 17.
Oh man.
Oh,
you're a funny guy, bro. Like every year we go
you
through
know
this.
you a comedian. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you
Every,
you a comedian when you don't even say a joke and people laugh. It's must be
bro,
not, you know what I'm saying?
every year we
I'm
go through
polishing
this.
up my skills, I see.
Just a side note to the fans, man. Every year, man, this guy goes through this with him overhyping his team. I get it though. He a fan. That's what fans do, man. But they not coming out opening game and winning by 17, bro.
You're pretty good.
Welcome back to episode 2 of the Unsportsmanlike Converse podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Paul, along with my co-host Water. We got a lot going on, man. Football right around the corner. First of all, sorry about the wait, guys. We've been under construction. Under construction, but we back on track. You guys can get used to seeing us weekly now that the football season is back.
It's here.
We just got done with our wrapping up the preseason. So we'll talk about that a little bit, and then we'll talk about week 1, man. We here. So
yeah, man. Shit start Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Right around the corner. Couple hours away from football. We less than 100 hours away from football, y'all. Live. Week 1. Like it turns into a holiday, essentially, man. Like this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like this should be federal. We should all be off of work. Nobody should have to do nothing. Nobody have to do nothing but sit down and watch football. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sick. I gotta go to work on Friday when my Packers kick off. But it is an early. I mean, I don't start till a little bit later. It starts at 5:15 my time, Mountain time. So I should be able to see the majority of it, but you know that's normally my sleep time. But we'll work it out. We got to make sacrifices for the Packers. So
for sure, for that.
But we're gonna dive right into it, man. Preseason is over, but what were your biggest takeaways for the Bears this preseason?
Well, my preseason was a little extra because I got to see a lot of hard knocks and showed some little just other players that I probably wouldn't looked at as hard and such. As far as takeaways from the preseason overall, I mean, we were perfect. We have not lost a game since Caleb Williams has been drafted to his franchise. It looked good in the games that I saw. I saw enough. Obviously, we didn't run everything we wanted to run. Clearly, you don't want to show your ace up your sleeve, but I got to see that he can throw the touch on the ball. He can improvise. Improvising is where he's going to thrive. Right now, he's better outside the pocket than in. I believe that all that will come with more preparation, with just being more comfortable with the system, things like that nature. But as far as Caleb is concerned, I believe he's everything that we think that he's gonna be, and time will tell he will be more. But I'm very ecstatic with what I saw. He could read and process the defenses, and that was the biggest thing. Can he read it and process it fast? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to see it, but when you seeing shit too late, even with a big arm, like that millisecond still is in a game of inches. It means everything. So to see that he can process shit quick and anticipate throws and know where he's gonna go before, and if that's not there, then he'll improvise. That's very, 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 very nice to learn and a breath of fresh air. Overall, the edge rusher that we see opposite of Sweat looked like that still may be a void. We couldn't get Judon. Atlanta ended up getting him. As they talked about on Hard Knocks, Poles wasn't ready to give up that second pick and put a dent in the team in general as far as what he feel was worth it. So it's okay. Our guy that we did draft from Kansas, Austin Booker, looked very good, but obviously that was in preseason against a lot of number 2s and number 3s, but he did look like a number 1 pass rusher versus them. So even if we can't Even if he's not like a starter, as long as he can come in like on pass rush situations only, maybe, and be a threat out there, then we got a lot to work with. Overall, I give our preseason an A, offseason an A plus, and I'm very, very excited for the season. More excited than I've been in a long, long time.
As you should, man. As you should. Y'all been going through it, pretty much the last our whole lives. Pretty much like the last 30 plus years.
I
Y'all,
mean, we've been to a Super Bowl in my lifetime, but
yeah,
other
y'all
than
went
that,
against y'all had a couple
Colts.
good years with Urlacher and them. But yeah, since
But
then,
definitely the past decade been rough.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caleb got it. Caleb got it. He got the. Now you mentioned one thing about processing. I'm curious to see. Uh, is it him being able to process the offensive line well, or the reads? Because it looks like he processes the line well and knows his lanes where he can still run and keep his eyes downfield. But it's just it feel like it's a little backyard football after he get outside that pocket. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that. I feel like the play has already broke down at that point where it's not really processing reads. It's more about being conscious of where the line is, and he does a very good job. Like he does that at an elite level consistently. So, like you said, it's more to be seen as far as being actually able to go through his progressions and process the reads. But the mechanics are definitely there. The arm talent is definitely there. And he can throw on the run, cross body. We saw all of that on display. Pinpoint accuracy, we saw that on display. We saw a little bit of the arm power. We also saw him being able to get mobile with his legs. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a lot to look forward to if you're a Bears fan. This season is going to be a little different for the rest of the division than it's been in previous years when it comes to the Bears. But I'm excited for y'all, man. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for the competition. Like I mentioned last podcast, man. I love it when it's a real rivalry, and it ain't felt like that. So we got to get it back to where it's supposed to be.
I
But
can dig it. What
as
about
far
your
as the
squad?
as far as the Packers, man, we didn't get to see too much from us in the preseason. The starters played one game. Actually, not even a game. They played I think it was three passes before Jordan Love threw a 60-yard touchdown, and that was it. That's all she wrote. Defensively, we got to see a little bit. But not too many starters played for us this preseason. The biggest takeaways I got is just a couple of injuries. AJ Dillon out for the season. I was actually looking forward to Marshawn Lloyd replacing him anyway, but I still wanted him on the depth chart just for that veteran experience because we got a very young team. So to have someone who's not really that old, but compared to our team, we got the youngest offense in the league. So
Yeah, I believe I saw something like I think y'all only got one player in his 30s.
yeah, he an offensive lineman.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody else. Our average age.
And on defense,
I was just talking about offensively.
Offense and shit, I believe defensively well. I think y'all only got one player on defense. Well, not Gary. The other Preston Smith. I believe Preston Smith is like 30, 31.
Yeah, Preston might be the oldest person on the D line. Yeah.
Everybody else is in their 20s.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, last season, y'all set the record or whatever. Y'all became the youngest team to ever make the postseason. So I mean,
our average age is 25.1.
That's impressive.
25.1
to have a team make the playoffs and then do that. So that's very impressive.
And then we got a little younger. Picking up Josh Jacobs as opposed to Aaron Jones. Got younger there.
What y'all drafted about 4 players?
3, 4 starters, yeah.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman, a safety, and a inside linebacker.
Okay.
So yeah, we definitely got younger. I'm excited, man. Like I said, there's not too much to pull from our preseason outside of the fact that
did you see anything from the defense that looked different? Because I know you have a new defensive coordinator.
Not just a new defensive coordinator, but a new scheme. We switched to the 4-3. So basically, our line all they do is attack now, and that was definitely on display. you can tell it's less thinking and they just attacking, man. And from what I've heard from the different players in interviews, all of them they just love that what's the word I'm looking for? They love the privilege, I guess, for lack of a better word, to be able to just pin their ears back and just attack. You know what I'm saying?
I had a question.
What up?
Offensively and defensively, give me two names that you feel elevate this year, that they take it to the next level.
Two
One
names.
player on offense and one player on defense.
Okay. Next level. So this can't be a rookie, right?
If it's a rookie, you expect him to show the fuck out this season. I mean, stand out.
Okay. So if I can use a rookie, then I'm gonna go defense first. I'm gonna go Javon Bullard, our safety.
And he's a safety.
Safety, yep.
Okay.
He's gonna be opposite X.
Opposite of Xavier.
Yep.
So he's like a strong safety.
Okay. He a hitter, man, and he attacked the ball like he's always in the play. That's what you love to see from a safety. He does well against slot receivers. He does well against tight ends. And he hits hard, man. He relentless. So defensively, I think that he's gonna be one of our X factors. That nobody really talking about right now. And then offensively, I'm gonna have to go Dontavian Wicks. I think he was like
y'all slot. He was like y'all slot receiver for the most part, right? Or was
that
Reed?
That was Reed.
That was Reed.
Reed was I believe, third best slot receiver in football last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was CD Lamb. I can't remember who number 2 was, and then it was Reed. But no, Wicks is basically number 4 on our depth chart. But he can do the job of basically everybody on our team. I mean, on our offense.
Everybody in the receiving core. Yeah, gotcha.
He don't have the speed of Christian Watson, but he can. His route tree is crazy. So yeah, I think he would be the X factor. But I'd be curious to see the playing time. You know what I'm saying? How they just, because we got a lot of mouths to feed, man. We got four really good receivers, then a 5th receiver that's pretty good, and Bo Melton, and then we got 2 tight ends that we got to feed as well, and then Josh Jacobs. And, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it play out. Because a lot of times last season, a lot of these guys got extra opportunity because of so many injuries. So Christian Watson goes down, then Bo Melton gets to play, or Reed missed a couple games.
That's when Wicks got to play.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of staying healthy, A, and then B, just seeing how LaFleur incorporates the game plan to get everybody involved.
Understood. Yes.
How about the Bears, man? Who should we be looking out for this year to make a difference, to be a game changer?
I'm going to start defensively. I know a lot of Bears fans expecting our defensive tackle from Florida last year, Javon Dexter, to take that next step. Personally, I didn't see. He did end the season last year very good. It's his last couple, probably like 6 games, but maybe 8. But who I'm expecting to go to the next level, and when I say next level, I'm talking about like an elite status, like a household name, is Jaquan Brisker, our safety, strong safety. With Kevin Byard having a veteran back there, he's learning the system, but I believe like the communication is going to be key, and just having somebody who knows what to do back there and who's going to give more effort than Eddie Jackson did, man. Eddie Jackson, everything was about effort. Like, he knew all the shit, but the effort was there. It's like the ability wasn't there. So Jaquan is going to be able to like roam more freely, even though he's gotten over 100 tackles in all his seasons he's played now. This is going to be his 3rd, so only 2. But I expect him to be just like a Palomalu type player, you know what I'm saying? Just everywhere, and you not know where he's going to be, and he's going to like bring it. Offensively, I expect DJ Moore to look like a top 5 receiver. I expect, because I've always said that him and Amon-Ra St. Brown to me are the exact same player. And with weapons around him now, I believe like he's gonna flourish. Like this is gonna be his best season of his career, because he's gonna get the most one-on-ones he's ever gotten in his career, being paired along with
you don't think that would You don't think that the weapons might take away from him a
No,
little bit because
it's gonna give him the chance to take advantage of every one-on-one opportunity he gets.
okay. I just feel like with the Packers, more mouths to feed is gonna spread out more. I don't see all three of these guys, even though they're
I don't see
three
all three of
receivers
them getting it,
that are
but I
capable.
definitely see two of them getting it. And DJ's gonna be DJ's definitely gonna be one.
Oh, DJ, I expect him to get over 1,000 yards, but I don't know that. You said the best season of his
Keenan might
career.
drop. Keenan's numbers might drop.
Oh, Keenan's numbers definitely gonna
Keenan's
drop.
numbers might drop. But DJ is going to flourish the most of all three of our receivers. So I expect DJ to have the best season of any Bear, unless it's Caleb. With because if Caleb breaks all those records like in the first season, then you're gonna have to say it's Caleb. But
that's a lot. That's a lot. He gonna break them. He gonna break all the records. He gonna break the passing touchdown and yards record.
It's not far fetched. You know, all he needs is 4,000 yards, and boom, he's the Bears all time leader for a season. 30 touchdown, boom, he's the Bears all time leader for a season. So it's not far fetched. I don't necessarily think the touchdown record will be broken this season, but the yards could be. Especially with Swift being more so kind of a receiving back. Like, yeah, he's run, but he thrives more so in the passing game. So I definitely can see Caleb breaking that and getting 4,000.
I think he's gonna be just short on both. Well,
just historically, I was checking rookie quarterbacks, and they don't throw 30 touchdowns and shit. You know what I'm saying? 30 touchdowns.
How many of them have thrown 4,000 yards?
It was a couple. It was Luck. It was Stroud. It was a couple. It was like 4 or 5 at least.
Stroud had 4,000?
Yeah.
I thought he came up short.
About Serge.
Because he missed 2 games. So he threw 4,000 and missed 2 games?
He missed 2 games? I didn't know he missed 2 games, but
he only played 15 games.
I want to say I'm 99.9999% sure. Let's just find out right now.
But while you looked at
4,100, yep. 4,108.
4,100. And he missed 2 games. That's impressive.
I wanted the way he missed 2 games. They must have lost both of them games. No, they probably won one. They made the playoff.
I couldn't tell you.
That's neither here nor there.
Right. Speaking of wins and losses, man, let's go ahead and get right into what we think is gonna happen week 1, man.
All right. We got the game, so we're gonna start with
let's do them in order, man.
So Kansas City Ravens. We're gonna open up the NFL season this week, baby. Thursday night, Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs favored by 3.
Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship rematch. I mean,
does Lamar get his revenge?
We saw the Chiefs lose in the same predicament last season, so it's not like they're just a formidable, you know what I'm saying, a opponent that can't be beat because they about to raise this banner. Like, they're gonna be at home, and they're gonna play a team that's gotten better. And the thing is, teams typically try to find answers to the team that they lose to in the playoffs. Did the Baltimore Ravens build a team that can beat the Chiefs? Clearly, they thought they had to run the ball more, and they got one of the most dynamic runners in the league to pair with Lamar Jackson. We talking about King Henry.
Mm-hmm.
That read option is going to be just a bitch to guard because fucking who you want to see? Who, you know what I'm saying? Who you want to see, pick your poison. You want to see Lamar get gashed and juked at your ankles and your socks? Or you want to get ran the fuck over with a stiff arm? You know what I'm saying? It's a highlight either way. So, team's going to be in a very, very tough predicament. They drafted a wide receiver from North Carolina, Tez Walker, who's pretty good. I know he paired with Drake May really good, and he can take the top off of defenses. So, that offense schematically should be nice, man.
I don't know any other receivers besides that. I know they got I know they
Zay
got the
Flowers,
tight.
of course.
Zay, of
Zay
course.
Flowers, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't reached 1,000 last season, but I expect him to do that this season. Defensively, they lost Patrick Queen. They got that Simpson dude replace him at linebacker.
They lost a
Kyle
couple people on the
Hamilton
offensive line too to the Jets. I think two of their offensive linemen went to the Jets.
That could hurt him. Overall, it's still the Chiefs, man. Kelsey's gonna play this game. They don't have no significant injuries that I know. They did lose their best corner.
Did Rice get suspended or no?
He is gonna be suspended, I believe, because somebody just got suspended for
I know Addison got suspended. Addison from Minnesota, he got suspended.
So I believe
6 games.
Yeah. So if they suspended him for that, I would assume that Rice is out of there too. You know what I'm saying? Just off because I believe
that was Pat's best weapon last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelsey.
I don't know what the final number was, but I want to say he had more receiving yards than Kelsey. I know receiver wise, that was his number one weapon.
That makes sense.
For sure.
Yeah, he was easily the most consistent.
And he was a rookie.
Yeah, he was easily more consistent than like Tony and Moore and all the other motherfuckers who was dropping shit all day.
Dropping shit like crazy.
Valdez.
Yeah. Well, was Valdez still there last year? I thought
he was there. I remember he dropped one in the big game in a game.
Oh yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, you're right. You absolutely right. Was there. He just sat there.
But if we go after the win and the loss, I'm going to give it to you. Said it's the Chiefs are favored by 3.
Yep.
I expect them to win that game and cover.
Yeah.
27-20.
No arguments here. I think it's gonna be more of a blowout though. I'll probably have it at 24-13. 24-13 is gonna be my final. Next game of the week we got.
That's gonna be y'all.
My Packers, man.
That's gonna be y'all.
We back, baby. Well, Josh say the Pack. He said, "I'm just here to tell you, the Pack is back." What are we favored by?
I'll let you go first.
So we favor. Philly favored by 2.5. It's not a true home game. This is in Brazil, so even though they are the home team, I feel like we got the better fan base out there. From what I'm hearing.
Too, man. Like they telling the players, don't have your phones out. It's a lot of rules I heard. So a lot of players are not even gonna really be out to enjoy the scenery and shit like that. They're treating it as business. I heard. Well, at least from Philly side, and the league has basically scared the players from being outside. They feel so dangerous. So for the most part, I know, at least like I said on the Philly side, most of them staying in. So they should be locked in for the game.
I mean, we from Green Bay, bro. It ain't nothing to do in Green Bay anyway. So we used to not doing nothing outside. We just play football, bro. We just play. Just show us where to show up, and we go play.
But I mean, I think that's the thing. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be like, oh man, you know, man, this ain't nothing like Green Bay. I gotta see this. I gotta see this. I gotta see that because you know what I'm saying. It ain't shit to do in Green Bay. Ain't shit. Just eat cheese, drink beer, eat cheese. That's it. That's all they do.
You can go back to Brazil in the off season and figure that out. During the season, it's just football.
Ain't no time like the present. That's what they call it. But
yeah, I got my Packers. Obviously, I got my Packers, man. And I'm not just saying that because it's the Packers. I just think that you got Jalen Hurts in a new system. Lost Kelsey. They did upgrade with Saquon. And they just recently upgraded with Jahan Dotson.
Mm-hmm.
So they got one of the best receiving corps in football. Don't get it mistaken. And they got a decent tight end as well. Defensively, though, I think Matt LaFleur too much for them. I think we're gonna really get that defensive problem. I know
they got 2 new corners.
Yeah, one of them a rookie, right?
2.
No, I thought one was a rookie.
Cooper DeJean, the white boy from Iowa, and then they got another corner.
Ennis, right?
Yeah, they got another corner.
I thought Coop was playing.
They got 2 young corners to go with Slay for sure.
Yeah. So I heard Slay say he didn't want to go to Brazil. By the way, just a side note. I heard he was complaining about it.
And he could be there. He'll be
Yeah.
there. He gonna be.
But yeah, I
Good.
got us winning, man. I think it will be a closer game though. It's gonna be one of those games that one possession in the fourth. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, I'll call it. Let's call it 24-17. 24-17 Packers.
I got the Eagles. The defense, Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? He takes that next step this year. You know what I'm saying? Being the main three technique. He dominates those gaps. The young corners against y'all young wide receivers. You got Jalen Hurts with this wide receiving core. You have a Packers team that just sucks. So yeah, I got the Eagles beating y'all by about 17 points.
Yeah, you want to make a sad bet on that one, just between me and you?
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, because that's definitely not gonna happen. Next up, we got our first game Sunday, Steelers Falcons.
Oh,
I got
that's a good one. Where they at? Pittsburgh.
this is in the ATL.
Oh, it's in the dirty too.
Yep.
That crowd overwhelms them. The crowd gonna overwhelm the
Atlanta
Steelers.
favored by 3.
Yeah, the crowd gonna overwhelm the Steelers.
Kirk first game.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the starter. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, because Justin couldn't beat him out.
Right. They offensive line is up.
Are you Justin fans?
That offensive line in Pittsburgh is horrible, bro. I was watching both of them just try to stay upright, man, in the preseason. Like, a lot of that ain't on them. That offensive line is trash, bro.
Yeah, they only have Pickens at wide receiver. They lost Allen Roberts. Yeah, they don't have enough offensively. While the Falcons just got they automatically now have the best safety tandem in football with Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates the third. They
Judon.
got corners. You got AJ Terrell. They just got Judon. Yeah,
and
like I said,
they draft a defensive lineman as well.
No,
sure,
they first pick. They got Penny.
No, they got
quarterback. Yeah,
everybody expected them to.
I just think right, but like that couple with being at home first game, the electricity that's gonna be in the building. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. Yeah, I don't think this one is particularly close.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it 28-10.
I do 30. Yeah, I do about 31-13.
Yeah. All right. Next game up, we got the Cardinals and the Bills in Buffalo.
All right, now a lot of people think the Bills fell off. You know what I'm saying? They lost a lot, but they drafted to try to replace with some they lost. They lost Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis, but they started using Gabe Davis like a little different last year. They happy with the receivers they got. Plus, they drafted buddy from Florida State, young bull, tall guy. I forgot. I think something Coleman, something.
Keon.
Yeah, yep, Keon Coleman. They lost safety. They lost Poyer. Man, they lost a lot. They lost a lot, but they are home. Just Josh Allen is going to show everybody that he is still him. He is a bona fide stud, top quarterback in his league, and he's going to show why. You know what I'm saying?
That's an interesting take from you, man, because in our personal conversations, that wasn't always I believe your sentiment.
I do believe that they're going to fall off a little bit, like as a team and whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be his biggest test. I think he'll pass. Do I believe the team will pass the test? I'm not sure about the Bills in general, but I am sold on Josh Allen.
So it's the defense that you're worried about. Because if he passes the test, the offense passes the test. But if the defense don't pass the test, that's a different story.
He gonna win them games. Can he win them enough? Because he's gonna have to will them to win games. Like, you're gonna see his whole plethora of everything. His arm, right. You're gonna see his arm, his legs. You know what I'm saying? I think last year he broke the record for most rushing touchdowns for a quarterback in the season with 15. He's gonna have to get probably like 15 more. You know what I'm saying? At the least. So his ceiling has to become his floor. If you get what I'm saying, because of his responsibilities now. You know what I'm saying? What his best was, he's gonna have to double that because he's gonna have to give a Superman effort, I
Do
believe.
you think
But
that the turnovers increase or decrease this year with him being more heroic?
they're gonna be about the same.
About the same. So you
Yeah, I
think
think they're
he's
gonna be about the same.
about leading the league in interceptions or
Possibly.
turnovers?
Yeah, they're gonna be about the same. But yeah, Buffalo still at home, coming off that season. A lot to prove. I got Buffalo.
Yeah, even though I like the Cardinals this season, like I mentioned in that first episode, that's my dark horse team this year.
They
But
don't have enough.
I'm definitely gonna go with a week 1 loss for the Cardinals. Buffalo takes this one. Just by the way, Buffalo is favored by almost a touchdown, 6.5. So
I got them winning by a touchdown.
all right. So then
24-17.
we get to the game you've been waiting on. The Titans and the Bears.
Hey. So for the record, folks, I just want to let y'all know I will be in attendance live at Soldier Field for that game. Also, for the record, I've never been to a Bears game where we did not win. We are perfect when I go to the games.
It's the first time for everything.
Last game I went to was about 2018 season. We played the Bucks. Mitch Trubisky threw for 6 touchdown passes that day. I don't know if Caleb go throw for 6 touchdowns, but if he does, yeah, you you might not ever see me with that smile on my face. But I think Nuke DeAndre Hopkins is questionable for that game. Might be a game time decision. As much as I would love to see him live, if he does not play, that just bodes more into our favor. Because offensively, I don't know what the hell they gonna do. They did pick up Calvin Ridley. He had 1,000 yards last season, but you put like I say, I feel like Jalen Johnson, the best corner in the league, he will shut him down. And then where else will you go? You got Will Levis coming in his second season. I just don't think that he's gonna know what to do with our defense. Offensively, I don't see them doing enough. Defensively, they drafted Trevante Sweat, big boy from Texas or Tennessee in the middle, the defensive tackle to go along with Justin Simmons. They added Ladarius Sneed, who I feel like was the best. He had the best season of any corner last year, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the another corner from the Titan. I mean I'm sorry, not the Titan, from Cincinnati. African name.
Yeah, it's like begin with an O,
Chiwi or Dewey, some shit like that.
Yeah.
So and then they got Jamal Adams at safety. Now they got him at safety. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to like sugarcoat it and make it seem like they didn't add to their team. But overall, man, I mean it's at Soldier Field. It's a home game. The electricity is going to be like none other for Caleb's first actual game with us. It's gonna be lit. We have 3 number 1s, wide receivers, you know what I'm saying, caliber. I just think we gonna be too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Bears win by 17.
Oh man.
Oh,
you're a funny guy, bro. Like every year we go.
You know you a comedian. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate. You know you a comedian when you don't even say a joke and people laugh. It's must be not. You know what I'm saying.
Every year we go through this.
I'm polishing up my skills. I see.
Just a side note to the fans, man. Every year, man, this guy goes through this with him overhyping his team. I get it though. He a fan. That's what fans do, man. But they not coming out opening game and winning by 17, bro. They not winning by 17 opening game.
I don't see.
They'd be lucky to win that game.
I don't see what's so far-fetched about that. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of teams have won games by 17 points in week 1. That's
not teams that at the bottom half of the league.
I mean, we're a complete makeover offensively from what we were before.
So all right. So Houston was a complete makeover. Did they win by 17 week 1?
I don't know if they. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. What does that got to do with us?
My point is teams typically don't don't just turn around and just beat the hell out of motherfuckers after they've been ass for years. You know what I'm saying?
All that's irrelevant. The point is, it's about the matchup. The matchup is they're possibly going to be without their number one wide receiver, and they have
Arguably their number one receiver because
that's not
really was
arguably
actually
no. D Hopkins is greater than Calvin Ridley, and if they
at
both play a healthy season,
how old
both
is
of
D?
them, if
How old is D?
probably 31.
Right. So we talking about a prime Calvin Ridley and past
This is
his
probably
prime
like the
D-Hop.
last year. D Hop had 1,000 yards last season just as well as Calvin Ridley, and that was with a lesser quarterback. Because I think we will both say that Trevor Lawrence is better than motherfucking Will Levy or Levis, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Trevor Lawrence was injured, so there's that. But yeah, I don't see it, bro. I honestly, I'm gonna pick y'all to win. I'm gonna pick y'all to win this game. Even though I'm betting against y'all for the record.
I mean, then that just shows how much you know. So proceed.
No, I'm gonna pick y'all to win this game. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than you think it is, though. This could come down to a field goal.
It's a dub regardless. That's what I know. I might be off with the points, but I know it's the dub.
We can put some on that one too, man. Because I'll put a side bet with you.
We proudly.
What we got up next, man? I hate the motherfuckers. The Patriots and the Bengals. The Patriots and the Bengals.
Patriots, Bengals, easy. We ain't got wasting a lot of time on this. Joe Burrow gonna be back, healthy. He has He has two of his receivers still. They drafted one. I think they got added Gesicki. They added a right tackle. They got the ends. Their ends are the tallest in the NFL. Both of them about 6'8", 340. Buffalo gonna go crazy on them. Patriots are starting Jacoby Brissett. They're not even starting Jermaine or nothing like that. So yeah. Patriots is gonna be out. I'm sorry?
Bengals. You said Buffalo.
No, I'm saying, but they playing the Patriots.
Right. You said Buffalo gonna go crazy. You meant Bengals about to go crazy.
Okay. But yeah, I apologize. The Bengals gonna go crazy on them. This is a game where Patriots are basically just out there for decoration.
Yeah, as the line makers see it as well, they minus 8.5.
Yeah, I gotta win it by about 14 at least.
Anytime they got this shit over a touchdown, it's probably gonna be a blowout. But that dude be upset, so we'll see. That one won't be one though.
That one won't be one.
Yeah,
that one won't.
And once again, that's another team that's in their early development. With the Patriots, with their new, Jacoby Brissett, I believe, is starting at quarterback. But yeah, it's just a lot of new stuff over there. New coach, everything. Next, we got Texans, Colts. Texans, Colts. Houston -3.
What are you at?
In Indianapolis.
Now, I will say this. Division games be tricky. Because regardless of, like, your opponent. You play them twice a year, every fucking season, you know them.
And you don't really know Anthony Richardson because he had a very small sample size last year. So they really don't know ain't a lot of film on him.
It ain't. But that being said, the Houston Texans upgraded their team significantly on both sides. They added a top tier wide receiver in Stephon Diggs. Defensively, they added a top tier pass rusher. Second tier with Daniil Hunter. Mm-hmm. They already had a nice secondary. They get Tank Davis back on the offense to couple along with Nico Collins and Noah Brown. So you have a plethora of weapons for the dynamic CJ Stroud, who had probably arguably one of the greatest rookie seasons of any quarterback. And he's going into the season with more knowledge of that offense. And he has the world in his palms. I expect them to beat up on the Colts week 1. I'd say that'll be a good 10-point win for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, so I hear you. Definitely Texans have upgraded wide receiver Daniil Hunter. I think that's what they're one of the teams to beat in the AFC. However, I'm was high on Anthony Richardson last year and the Colts. I think that I think they're gonna be a lot better than people think they're gonna be, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they right there in it for winning that division
They were a
again.
game from
Because
it.
I was gonna say
They were a
last
game
year they were
from
there.
it.
You know
If
what I'm
they
saying?
win
So
that game, they are in the playoffs.
also I think that running back, I know he had a down year
Jonathan Taylor.
after injury, yeah.
And
So
he was going through some things early in the season with the contract and shit. You know what I'm saying? That always play on your mind mentally.
yeah. But I think he gonna get it together. I see a breakout season, especially with Anthony Richardson's legs over there. Like I think he's gonna have one. He's gonna be one of the top 5 rushers this year. Anthony Richardson. I mean not Anthony Richardson, but Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, top 5 rusher this year.
But you do have the Texans winning.
I do have the Texans winning though,
Okay.
but it's gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be a tight one.
Who we got next?
Next we have the Jaguars and the Dolphins
Mm,
in Miami.
that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I can go either way.
I don't think it's a good one at all. I think Miami wins easily. They favored by 3.5, but I think that one's gonna be a blowout.
Trevor just got paid, man, so it ain't no excuses for him no more. Like when I'm like there shouldn't be nothing on his mind but football. Like this is gonna be what it's about his third season with that third season at that offense with Doug Peterson. He has total command. He has the weapons. I'm not sure. I'd be lying if I said what they added. If I knew what exactly everything the Jaguars added this season, but just going off of last season, they did add that wide receiver from LSU, buddy opposite of Neighbors, Brian Thomas
Brian
Jr. I
Thomas.
believe.
Yep.
Yes,
Brian Thomas.
and he can take the top off. When
he definitely.
When you can take the top off, when you have a player that can take the top off of defense, man, it just opens so much for a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
Trevor definitely about to see the field like he never seen before. And with those playmakers, it should be scary. Will it? That's all on Trevor. But it definitely should be scary. He got the talent around him. Yeah, man. With them, Miami. See, Miami, I feel like this is gonna be an early big game for them. And big games, they don't really do the best. This is gonna be an early big game. You got Tyreek. They lost. They lost significantly. They gained Poyer in the safety. They lost their defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. At home, Jacksonville just as used to that heat. Yeah, I'm gonna take
Is Odell healthy?
I'm gonna take he probably playing. I'm pretty sure. You know what? Vegas probably got Miami to win favorite.
Yeah, they favored by 3.
I'll take the 3 points with the Jaguars for that one.
Yeah, I think I got Miami by 2 touchdowns.
Miami could win the game, but I don't see them winning it by a lot. So if we're doing it for the betting for betting sake, I'm gonna take the Jaguars with the 3 points.
Yeah, I'm just the opposite, man. I think that they start off they're one of those teams that start off the season really, really good, high energy and shit. I think, the weather is perfect. You know what I mean? Tyreek just coming off of being crowned the number one, like he gonna go bro. He on one, and he was close to winning MVP. He was in MVP talk. You don't hear too many wide receivers in MVP talks. So like, yeah, I think he gonna be on. He ain't got too many more years of dominance. I don't think. Because age gonna catch up with everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
Father Time is undefeated.
Facts. But yeah, I got him winning by 2 touchdowns. It could be a higher scoring game. I think Jacksonville could probably keep up a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 30. Let me see. Let's call it 30-17, man. 30-17. That's what I'm gonna call it at.
Interesting. I'm very curious about that one. We're gonna keep a good side eye on that game.
All right, next we got a couple more. We got the Saints and the Panthers. New Orleans this the bum bowl. New Orleans favored by 4 points though.
Yeah. Ain't too much to go into that one. Panthers didn't upgrade enough. You know what I'm saying? They were the worst team in the football. And they're gonna be fighting for that record again this season. I am curious to see
Who they gonna be fighting with? Just three. Name three real quick.
Patriots, Giants.
Patriots, Giants, and Carolina. So you're saying one of those three teams are going to earn the number one pick this season?
Yes.
Okay. Lock it up. Then we got the Vikings and the Giants. This is in New York. Minnesota's favorite on the road by 1.5.
Giants have a good pass rush, man, but that's where it stopped. I've seen enough of Danny Jones. So he's serviceable. He is serviceable, but without that running game, without a good tight end, he doesn't have enough weapons around him to do what was going to be asked of him. So that being said, they're going to lose a lot of games. Like I just said, I have them fighting for the worst record in football.
So Minnesota starts the season off 1-0?
Yeah, because
first place in the division. Tied for
they'll
first.
be tied. They'll be tied probably. Curious to know who Detroit played. We'll get to them, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, man. JJ like healthy first game, or he gonna show out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I'm with you. Vikings got that one.
I'll give the Vikings about 7. Vikings win 7 by 7.
Sounds good. Next we got the Chargers and the Raiders. Harbaugh's first game.
That's a good one, man.
Versus Gardner Minshew.
That's a good.
I wonder how Minshew and
because they still got that
Devontae Adams if they got a connection yet.
Do they still have Bosa or did they let him go? I'm not for sure.
No, they still got Bosa.
Okay, so they still got Bosa. They still got Mac.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So their defense still intact. They still got
that safety.
Derwin James.
You know what
I'm saying? Asante Samuel.
It was probably one of my favorite safeties in the league for the record.
Offensively, they lost Eckler, they lost Allen, they lost Williams. They gained protection.
They lost their 3 main weapons.
Yeah, man. That's tough, man. I told you, I've never been the biggest fan of Justin Herbert. Believe his numbers take a big dive this season. Defensively, they'll be there. Offensively, they're going to compete because Harbaugh is going to have them, a run-first team, all manageable downs, and Herbert is good enough to pick up 3rd and 6th and stuff like that better. The Raiders gonna be pumped, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders this game.
It's a division game.
Yeah.
Crosby rushing. He gonna be going against a rookie because
they pick up a buddy that used to play for the Dolphins too.
Mm-hmm. Christian Wilkins on the defensive line, right next to him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know who's favorite. Who's favorite? Who favorite that game?
Favorite because they
Chargers favorite.
It's one of them games when if it's -3 or less, it's always gonna go to the home team.
The home, yeah. Chargers favorite. I'm gonna take the Raiders in that 3 points for that one. I'm gonna take the Raiders.
I'm with you 1,000% on that one. Next we got the Broncos and Seahawks.
Seahawks.
In Seattle.
Got enough. Oh, in Seattle too. The 12 man enough. The 12 man enough to do what they do. Get along. I don't know if is the rookie starting. Is Bo Nix the starter?
No, but Bo Nix definitely the starter.
Okay, I definitely heard Patrick Surtain say he's been the most surprising person offensively on their team in the preseason he saw. Said Bo Nix better than people think. But that being said, it's the Broncos. They dysfunction right there. Low key, they might compete for the worst record as well. They just don't have enough on paper to me, especially like defensively. It's Patrick Surtain and just everybody else. So they lost Justin Simmons too. Like, yeah. So yeah, Broncos just not a good team on paper. Seattle is a good team on paper, and they're at home. Yeah, give me Seattle. all day for that one.
Same. I'm gonna lock that one in. I'm with you on that one.
10, actually. I got Seattle
They
by 10.
They favored by 6, so
I got them by 10.
it's just about right.
Yeah.
Next we got the Cowboys and the Browns.
How about them Cowboys? The Browns,
this one,
you say?
Yep, in Cleveland.
In Cleveland?
Cleveland favored by 2.5.
And I'm gonna give that to cause like they man, both these teams have a lot of similarities. If I'm not mistaken, Darren Bland gonna be out that game. So
Really?
yep,
It's my first time hearing about that.
he gonna be out that game.
What's going on with him?
I'm not for sure, but he ain't gonna be playing. But Diggs back.
They got Diggs
So
back.
Diggs is back. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I think that the Browns have arguably the best secondary in football. For sure, best 3 cornerback tandem as far as the outside and the nickel. The reigning defensive player of the year in Myles Garrett. You still got your boy who used to play for the Packers on the other side of him. What's his name? Zadarius Smith, I believe.
Smith. Yeah. Zadarius Smith.
You know what I'm saying? So he's still there. Chubb gonna be out. Chubb's still out. So that's huge. But Deshaun Watson, that is the question.
That's the X factor.
Deshaun Watson. Because that, we know what we're going to get from that. You know what I'm saying?
If Deshaun Watson can be quarterback 15 or better, Cleveland going to be a problem.
They're going to be a problem. They were in the playoffs last year. We know what their defense is going to be top 3, top 5. That defense is going to be
with a Joe Flacco that just came off the couch.
Yeah, that defense is going to be there. The Cowboys added nothing and lost. Their premier left tackle. Not that they drafted one to replace him, but
they did.
And they do good in the regular season, man. But I don't know. Last year, I think they were perfect at home. Pretty sure they lost the games on the road, the bigger games, and week 1
because they won 13 games, so I figure about half of their games.
Half of them was on the road. I think they was perfect at home for the season last season.
They was. We was the first person to beat them at home.
I'm gonna pick the Browns for that one, man. Who favored?
The Browns.
The Browns are favorite. I give me the Browns by 7, 10. Yeah, 7. I'm taking the Browns for that one.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys in the upset. I just think that this is Dak talking money talk now, man. Like, y'all gonna pay me. Somebody gonna pay me. And this is
CD definitely just got paid.
Exactly.
He definitely just got paid. But
Dak is playing for his salary at this point. So
guess that secondary. Good luck. Good luck. Cause this is gonna be a playoff type. Like, yeah, they gonna be on it. That pass rush is gonna be on it. That secondary coupled with that pass rush is dangerous, man. And I believe Denzel Ward is a top 3 corner. So like,
yeah, he's super dope, man.
I would like, and they don't have to travel him because they got Emerson too. Like, they got they got them boys. Them boys about to be playing against them boys on the secondary because Cleveland gonna come with it. So I'm definitely I got them by 10. And you say Dallas gonna get the upset?
Yeah, I got Dallas with the upset, man. I just think that, like I said, that gonna come out firing this shit, man.
On paper, man, that game could go either way.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising. It's 2 playoff caliber teams. Deshaun Watson is probably the biggest, and that's the reason I'm going them because I really don't know what Deshaun Watson.
We don't know what to expect from that motherfucker.
Like, I know Dak gonna give me 300 yards, a couple touchdowns.
He gonna throw some picks too, possibly with them though, boy. That secondary nice.
He did real good last year, man, against everybody. Like, he didn't really throw a lot of picks last year until he got to the playoffs and played us, but that's another story. We got a couple more. The Commanders and Buccaneers in Tampa.
Commanders are a very exciting team. That fan base should be very exciting. You know what I'm saying? New
I can't
ownership.
Wait till they play y'all.
Yeah, we gonna play them like week 6-ish, something like that. But we'll get to that eventually. As far as you said, they play the Bucks.
Yep,
in Tampa.
Tampa favored by 3.
I think they should be favored. First game jitters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? for the rookie
I'm taking the
Jaden.
Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards them now. I'm just thinking about the team they did. They picked up some people, but they lost both of their ends last year. They lost Sweat, they lost Young.
And Baker played really good last year, man. This
Baker
is
played
second year in the
great.
system.
He
Yeah,
tore us
this
up week 2. He
he,
tore us up week 2. I
he
remember.
told he
I
told
was
y'all up.
pissed.
He
I
told
was
y'all up. He got a perfect passer rating against the Packers.
158.3.
0.3.
Damn. Sign
Yeah,
that bitch.
yeah,
Sign that bitch. Damn. Yeah, man. Yeah, Baker, like he finally found the offensive coordinator in the team. You know what I'm saying? At home, you get the most consistent wide receivers since Jerry Rice and Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 1,000. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never seen a season under 1,000. You know what he gonna bring. They did lose White, the
yeah,
linebacker White to
yeah. He
Philly.
went to Philly.
They lost him. You still got Levante David there though. You still got Vita Vea in the middle. You still got arguably the top tier, not arguably top tier, but arguably one of the best corners in the league, and Winfield Jr. So they have the weapons, they have the character, they have the home field. I'm picking Tampa Bay to win some slight 3-7.
Yeah, I feel like if these two teams met up week 10, it might be a different scenario. But week 1, Commanders, new
Yeah,
quarterback,
it's just too. Yeah, it's just too early. It's too early for Commanders.
and they just lost Dotson.
Yeah, they just lost their right. They number 2, who's probably big in the East scheme. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm taking the Bucks.
for sure.
Last 2 games, we got the Rams and the Lions. This one, I'm definitely going with the Rams, man. This is probably my biggest upset on my ticket this week. Detroit favored by 3.5. But I don't see Matt Stafford after losing in the playoffs to Goff and them last year, man. I feel like he got something to say, especially coming out. This is like a revenge game for him. And Matt Stafford, arguably the best quarterback in the NFC, if we being really really bad.
It's a valid argument. I'm noticing. I've seen a lot of like podcasts and interviews with a lot of these players, and it's amazing that Matt Stafford is a quarterback a lot of these young quarterbacks looked up to. Caleb Williams has said he's a quarterback he likes to watch. CJ Stroud.
I saw CJ Stroud talk about it.
He went crazy talking about him in a podcast. Like, man,
Aaron
like, y'all
Rodgers,
don't know Matt
Aaron
Stafford
Rodgers,
is him.
Aaron Rodgers used to say it all the time.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers actually used to say that shit all the time. Nobody would pay attention to it, but he said it all, like his arm angles, like he do things that most quarterbacks can't do.
Yeah. So whether contrary to what the public says,
Right.
the NFL players, quarterbacks in particular, young, they fuck with Matthew Stafford and his command of the position and his craft at the position. So yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you if you say he's arguably the best in the NFC quarterback. I'm not gonna argue that because the case can definitely be made. That being said, we saw this scenario last year in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? In a more meaningful game. And I don't think this game means as much. I think it's gonna be like another day at the office for Detroit, like one of those business games. Say like, hey man, we came out last season, we beat the defending champs. We got somewhere to go this year. We about to handle business at home. Stafford, this was your place. That was a long time ago. This not hit. This not that no more. They got they addressed their secondary. They got them a corner now. You know Hutch about to take his. I mean, the writing on the wall. Hutch about to take his game to the next level and be up there with the Garrett's this year and the Crosby's this year and the fucking TJ Watts. So yeah. All that being said, more time with the team. Like this ain't ready, man. Detroit to me is the favorite to win our division. As much as I do love and gas up my squad, on paper they just good, man. They great on paper. And I see them winning that game. By about a good. last year they won in the playoff about 1 point. It's definitely they're gonna keep him at arm lift the whole game. I think like Detroit gets the lead early and never looks back. So I got to win them by about 14.
Yeah, I got a lot closer than that. 6 or less. 6 or less. If I set the line, it'd probably be at -6. But I'm taking the Rams. We got one more game. This is gonna be a
Rams
good one.
also just lost, might I add, the greatest defensive player I've seen with my own eyes for his whole career.
That's a
with
fact.
Aaron Donald, and that's a huge void to fill.
That's definitely a fact. They did draft somebody, but like you said, there's no replacing.
But he's the end, right? He a straight edge rusher. He don't command double. He's not gonna command triple teams his first season.
Yeah, absolutely not. Lastly, we got the Jets and the 49ers in San Fran. San Fran is favored by 4. It's another upset I got. I'm not betting on this one, but this is another upset I got.
This ain't no upset. This ain't no upset. This ain't no upset.
Wanna know why I say it's upset? I'm gonna tell you. Let me go. Let me take off first.
This ain't no upset.
Let me take off first. The reason I got this one as an upset is because San Francisco's been dysfunctional this preseason, and Trent Williams still ain't practicing, bro. I think Trent Williams gonna miss this game. He gonna skip this game and let y'all see how ass y'all offensive line is without me. And Purdy not gonna play well, and then he gonna get paid week 2. And you're talking about one of the best defenses in football that they're going up against. So this is not the time to not have your number, arguably the best tackle in football. I ain't even argue. He is the best tackle in football available. You know what I'm saying? Against a team that great pass rush, great secondary. Like, yeah. And Aaron Rodgers got a chip on his shoulder. We know how Aaron Rodgers played when he got a chip on his shoulder. He didn't want back-to-back MVPs after they was talking about getting rid of him. Like, now y'all say he done because he got injured. Okay. So I'm definitely taking the Jets.
Hassan Reddick, though, somebody who they signed, he don't want to play because they won't give him his contract. So he want to be traded. Will he play? Will he hold out? You know what I'm saying? He be on Trent Williams'
I don't
side.
think they need him because they deep.
They lost Bryce Huff too. Like they lost the edge rusher. He's supposed to have been a replacement. So they deep, but they lost the edge rushers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They got some young guys though. They don't get a lot of like they were on Hard Knocks, so I got to see a lot of the young guys. I don't know who all still on the squad, but they was deep.
I mean, and secondary, like, hey, I brag on I can brag on their secondary just like, especially their corners, just like how I brag on Cleveland's. You know what I'm saying? Because they up there in the conversation for best secondary in the football as well. Yeah, I just nah. Jets not, yeah, like historically, like the 49ers are Fraud's kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that changing just because he win another jersey. 49ers are gonna rock him, and he better hope that ankle don't get snapped again.
A lot of that is because he's had to put it all on him. But now you got a defense, and we saw last time Aaron Rodgers had a top defense. He won the Super Bowl. So
man, he better stay healthy, man.
There's that.
He better
the
stay
health
healthy.
is the big. It's not just him. Offensive Tyron Smith got to stay healthy.
49ers gonna come at him.
Brees Hall got to stay healthy. Mike Williams got to stay. Like we got a couple people that are injury prone.
Injury prone. You're naming them. All of them motherfuckers injury prone.
But I don't see none of them getting hurt week 1. I think everybody gonna get through week 1, and if everybody stays healthy on week 1,
still won't be enough
to play.
Not for the 49ers. Still won't be enough.
I think it will. But yeah, that wraps up week 1, man.
So y'all got to see all his role positions and all mine right ones, and the only ones he'll give me right is the ones that he copied off of my answer on my paper, folks.
The good thing about this, y'all, it's on the internet, so we can always come back and we can pull it up and put it in future videos.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm excited, man.
We'll keep tally every week of who does better between he and I.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We'll keep tally so y'all can know when week 6 coming, y'all to see I done won 4-5 weeks. Y'all probably won't even pay attention to his shit. You know what I'm saying? We can start doing the music and the advertisements and shit when he get to talking, and then when I talk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all focus.
Well, we're gonna talk off camera about some type of prize for whoever wins.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're a fan of the show, give us your weekly picks. We'll keep track of those. Anybody who beats both of us, We might do something for you, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
might do something for
yeah, we're gonna stay
We'll talk about it.
proactive and shit with this, you know what I'm saying? And do some things. Do our little giveaways, you know what I'm saying? So
With
it's
that
like,
being said, you got anything else before we wrap this up today?
no, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna have a couple little live videos and shit we gonna post up in here for next week so y'all can see like some of my experiences at the game and you know.
Oh yeah, we gotta have that. We
You
gotta
know what
have
I'm
that.
saying? I just look forward to bragging about our dub, man. Because unlike you, I know ours is coming.
So the standings at the end of week 1 in the NFC North, just for the record, is gonna be 1-0 Green Bay Packers.
I have all of us winning week 1.
I definitely don't. I got 2 of it. No, yeah, I got one of us.
And when I think about it, it's very fitting because this is the best division in the NFC. So it's fitting.
I got Detroit being the only team that loses week 1. Yeah. But that being said, if you ain't got nothing else, man, we can go and get up out of here.
We can chop it up, baby, because it's a wrap. We holla, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This episode of Unsportsmanlike Converse. I'm Water, your co-host, along with your host, Aaron. We see y'all next week.
Till next time.